morning, everyone. It's James with Overland Life. Today's the day I've been waiting for about 6 months. I have my Inergy Flex 1500 extension battery coming in today, which will expand my system here quite a bit and make it more usable. So I figured I would take this opportunity to show you the system, how it works for me, and how it's worked for me in emergency situations. Stay tuned. All right, while we're waiting for that flex battery to get here from the UPS driver, figured I'd show you what I have hard mounted onto the roof. I have two Bougie RV 100-watt solar panels mounted to the roof. I had from another project some L-bracket aluminum from some solar stands that I ended up not using. So I use those. It's mounted right through the hardtop. The reason why I went with this instead of a rack is on my last vehicle, I had a roof rack, a Rhino roof rack, plus the solar panels, plus other things up there like my awning. And it was a lot of weight up on the roof. I'm trying to keep the weight down as much as I can. So I went with this option, hard mounting it this way. There is fender washers and lock nuts underneath to keep it in place. It's all siliconed in. It's not going anywhere. This thing is pretty rigid. It's not gonna fly off on me or anything. You wouldn't know it, but under those traction boards, I have another 200 watts of solar from Inergy. I keep them stashed up there in case I do use a lot of energy on some particular day. I can pull those traction boards down easy and set those panels up on the roof or in the grass with the cord that I have. I'll take down those traction boards just so you can see what I'm talking about. Also, I keep the traction boards inside because the UV rays are horrible down here in Southwest Florida. And I've seen friends that have kept theirs on their vehicle 24/7, 365 days a year. And when they went to go use them, they basically cracked and fell apart just because the UV rays are brutal. All right, so as you can see, my traction boards just swing down when I need to get access to these. Like I said, these are Inergy Flex panels, and they are each 100 watt. But I literally just slide them out, take them, throw them up on the roof or out in the grass, and recharge my unit back up. Super handy. This is what those Inergy Flex panels look like from underneath. They're just stashed up between the back roll bar and speakers. Out of the way, but ready when I need them. All right, UPS finally got here. Let's see what we got. Got it taped up really good. Bit of a pain getting it out. Let's try it this way. There we go. Rubber legs that go on the bottom, protect it. Go ahead and put these back on. All right, Inergy Flex 1500 extra battery expansion pack. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the camera off and flip some things around so we can get a better look at this and putting it in the stack. All right, one of the things you can't do is you can't just add it to the stack without checking to make sure the voltage and percentage is at least close to the stack you're adding it to. So I right now have my induction cooktop going. I'm just going to boil some water and bring down the Inergy Flex stack down to about equal to where the battery that I just got is. Then we'll add it to the stack. Hey everyone, so it is actually the next day. Southwest Florida couldn't figure out whether or not it wanted to rain yesterday, and I didn't want to try filming this in the rain, getting the back of the Jeep all soaking wet. So, Inergy Flex 1500 unit. This is the extra battery that came yesterday. Each one of these is 1,000 watt hours, so I have 3,000 watt hours. That seems like a lot of power. Here's the reason why I have 3,000 watt hours. A couple of years ago, during Hurricane Ian, lost power for weeks. Super hot months of the year. So I plugged this in. Well, actually plugged my little camper trailer into this so I could run my AC unit. How I was able to do that was I have 200 watts of solar up on the top of the Jeep. I also took the flexible panels that I have from Inergy Flex and I laid them out in the grass during the day so that I could harvest as much power as I could to bring in enough power to run the AC unit and keep me comfortable, and also run my 2 fridges that I had. I also have down here what is called a supercharger. So besides the 400 watts that it can take into this unit, there's 2 ports down here that each have the capability of accepting 400 watts. So I was able to get 1,200 watts total coming into this unit to keep it powered up. You might be asking why, James, why do you have Velcro on there? The reason why is these obviously throw off a lot of light. So if I'm camping inside the Jeep, I like it dark when I'm camping. Also, just a little bit of stealthiness, so I'm not advertising that I have this piece of equipment in the back of the Jeep. I currently have it strapped down. I am working on a frame to go over it to lock into the floor so that it's not easily taken, and so that it doesn't flip over, tip over, or anything like that for safety reasons. So on this unit, we obviously had the 110 volts. We have 2 cigarette lighter sockets. These sometimes get a little bit loose and rattle around. I'm working on solving that. We also have USB-C, USB, 2 barrel outlets for your 12 volt needs. Also on the side, each one of these batteries has a barrel outlet where you can charge them independently. Just for an example of how much power that is coming into this unit right now and how much power it has inside it. This is 97% right now. I got 102 watts, 111 watts coming in from the panels up on the roof, which are hard mounted. They're not angled for any optimal performance. But so I have 111 watts coming in. This says it's going to take 1 hour to get this back up to 100%. Never had any issues with it. It's super durable. I go out wheeling all the time, camping, overlanding, just general use. I've used it while I was down at the beach, helping people charge their speakers, camping, helping people charge their phones. I have an induction cooktop that I put on this table over here and cook, and that obviously takes a bit of power. Has 3 settings, 600, 900, and 1300 watts that it uses. So having the extra power is gonna come in super handy for that. Also went with having 3 batteries just because of the last time we went camping, the Jeep was parked in the shade and I was able to keep my fridges and charging people's phones and my little electric percolator all running for 4 days on this without it getting any direct sun on those solar panels. That's the reason why I went with this, and for the emergency situations where I might not have power down here in Southwest Florida because of the hurricanes. Super handy in emergency situations. Every part of America and everywhere else has their own set of emergencies, whether it be tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, cyclones, you name it. We all have to deal with some sort of emergency at one time or another, and having this has been a game changer for me in helping at least make things more favorable for surviving afterwards and getting along and trying to get your life back to normal. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you. Other than that, I totally recommend this unit. Until I put out the next video, which I have a couple other videos coming as far as my box trailer conversion into a camper. I also have a water system inside the Jeep. No internal storage for the water, it's all external. So it comes in super handy for keeping all the space open inside the Jeep for camping in here or for gear. But I should have those coming out here soon. But until I see you again, go find yourself some adventure.